on to you, Pisces. You have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So, a Knight, 9, and a 6. All right? So, for you, Pisces, that's interesting. So you have people here. So the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, right? And the Six of Pentacles. Even the King of Pentacles. These 4 cards right here. It represents how a lot of you Pisces are very much so very aware of what's going on. In the sense of the zeitgeist. In the sense of like what certain people want from you as you would be getting to know them. A lot of you Pisces realize that they want this. They want you to be sitting around broken, kind of begging them to be with them. And it's not happening. You know, some of these people may have money. Some of these people may give off the impression that they may have money, but they want you to be like this. And truth be told, a lot of you Pisces, when your mind and your heart are in the correct place, you're really like this, standing tall. But see, that's the scenario though, right? The scenario is, once again, it's really about trying to break a lot of you Pisces' will, to break you, to make y'all give up, right? To make y'all submit, you know, all that other type of stuff. And this is the story of a lot of you Pisces' life, in the sense that you're practiced at this stuff. Like you've dealt with adversity and people who swear out that they love you so much, coming in or being around you, doing the most questionable things in the world, the most dysfunctional things, to where you've had to bounce back from this time and time again. So somebody trying to show up and see, this is why it is that I say that, like, the adversity when it comes to love, it really does harden you, in the sense of, in a good way, because what it does is it prepares you to be able to see when people are wasting your time, when people are trying to tempt you with money or physical accolades in order to capture you. And none of that stuff works. The money doesn't work. None of that stuff works, right? You don't care if a person is a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire. None of that stuff works. You're able to look past that because you've experienced how ugly people can get. And when I say ugly, I'm not necessarily talking about physical, skin deep. I'm talking about how it is that people can be hypocrites. People can be disrespectful. People can use the leverage and the things that they have to somehow create setbacks for other people. And a lot of you Pisces have been the recipient, meaning you have received a lot of disrespect and a lot of people trying to hold you back and break you down. So you realize, a lot of you Pisces realize, and your ears are very much close to the ground. You're very in tune with what's going on. And you realize that it's not just happening to you, it's happening to a lot of other people. It's happening to a lot of other people. The more decent you are, right? The game is out here, in the sense that people are trying to compete. But what happens when you have a society that's full of too much competition, where everybody is trying to compete with each other? You have crabs in a bucket mentality, because so many people are so hyper competitive. They're competitive to the point of stupidity, because what they don't realize is they shouldn't be competing against each other. They should be competing against their own skills and their own talents, and tracking their own development, which causes them to mind their own business. When you're hyper competitive, you're paranoid. You can't help but mind everybody's other. You can't help but mind everybody everybody else's business. And yours part-time. But full-time, you're minding everybody else's business, which takes attention away from your own business, right? So now you have the magician. And the magician represents a lot of you Pisces are wealthy in the sense that because of the fact that you have so much experience when it comes to love, you know what love is, you know what it's not. So you know when somebody is telling you that they love you, but then they want to act like this, you know what it'll look like as you're out here getting to know others. The Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands represent you Pisces are able to do what a lot of people cannot do, in the sense that you're able to be patient. You're able to stay calm. I really want you Pisces to understand that this is something that most people cannot do. I've said this before, and I'm going to say this again. Most people give commitment way too quickly. When it comes to people that they look at, like a Saturday morning cartoon, Looney Tunes, their eyes get big and they pop out of their head, and then they're ooh, ooh, all this other type of stuff. And what happens? They move in with the person too quickly. They give the person a commitment, and it's like, listen, everybody needs to slow down, because a year is 12 months. Look at how fast 2023 came and went. Look at how fast 2024 is coming and going. January is almost done, and we're in 2024. January is almost done. The year's done already. It's not New Year anymore. We're almost in February already. Time is passing by like that. So a year is really not a whole lot of time to call yourself getting to know somebody. Getting to know somebody, honestly, takes a lifetime, if I'm being transparent. If I'm being transparent with you Pisces, it takes a lifetime. This is the reason why it is that you can't be giving a commitment, a full-blown knight's honor, right? A full-blown knight's honor commitment. And I see a lot of you Pisces understand it. I see a lot of you Pisces understanding that a commitment, in essence, is a lifetime. You are consistently committing to the person, being loyal to the person, and that's a conscious choice. The Moon and the Knight of Pentacles represents, but truth be told, a lot of people are not able to actually do what it is that a lot of you Pisces can do, which is to be loyal. So then you have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords represents a lot of people ghost you, right? Abandon you, and throw you away, discard you, and try to make it seem like you're not worth it, even though you are. So I honestly see the Knight of Pentacles. There's a certain level of embrace that comes with this. And what I mean when I say there's a level of embracing it, I mean that I see a lot of you Pisces are starting to become confident, because you see things for what they are. The most dysfunctional people are going to throw you away because you don't buy into the ideology that's out of over competition and the need to compete, the crabs in a bucket mentality. You Pisces, the way that you're actually getting to know people is in the correct position, which is for you to actually take your time and get to know them over a lifetime. That's why it's called a commitment. A commitment represents you're committed to getting to know this person over a lifetime. I just gave y'all a lot of game. That's what a commitment is. That's what the commitment is. In context, when they say a commitment, what do they mean when they say the proverbial commitment? The commitment is you're committed to getting to know somebody over the course of a lifetime. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. You have the Sun, Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Cups to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, that's very ironic. So the Sun and the Two of Pentacles represents you used to want to compete, but you started to realize how frustrating it was to try to put on a front for other people, right? To be at the top of the pyramid, to be hyper competitive. The High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, you realize how much of a rat race that was. And you Pisces realized that that wasn't the best thing for you to do, was to be caught up in a rat race. You realize that it's not. You realize that you gain a lot of enlightenment, because a lot of you Pisces realize that when a person is truly interested in you, they're not going to really give too much really stupid reasons to not be with you. You understand what I'm saying? They're actually going to stick it out. There's not a lot of commitment because there's not a lot of loyalty. So then you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups now represents you basically understanding that since there's not a lot of loyalty, right? The Four of Cups is you Pisces. There should be no more of this talk about how it is that you Pisces are untrustworthy, because so many people out here are not really being honest with themselves. They're being dishonest. And so many people want others to commit to them while they find a loophole in not being able to be loyal to the person that's loyal to them in exchange. And I see a lot of you Pisces, the very same thing that people would have chastised you for, because you Pisces probably wasn't committed to people if your mind and your heart was in the correct place, right? If those two conditions were met, you Pisces probably wasn't committing to people because of the dysfunction that you saw. So you would go after and be with the people that showed you some form of decency, but you weren't in anything committed, right? Because of that same fact, because so many people showed you they was just trying to get their rocks off and just trying to have momentary fun. A lot of you Pisces gained a reputation for that, because a lot of times people give terrible reputations to Pisces and Virgos, right? Talk about how it is that we're players and we're philanderers and we don't really take people seriously. And it's like, this is kind of the issue. Not kind of, this is the issue with telling people stuff, or creating or stamping, bam, a sign on a person's forehead, or trying to assign a person a very rigid role. The idea of them saying that you Pisces weren't really trustworthy and you're a track star, you're gonna run, you're not really committed. It's like, in context, when it came to a lot of you Pisces, people would have to essentially lie to you and make it seem like they were decent people, and you would give them a chance, and then they would switch up soon afterwards. That's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, so they need to get their facts right. But people will never know, Pisces. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Listen, if you want to go ahead and help these videos blow up, smash that like button, watch the video all the way through, if not halfway, and also leave a comment if you want to. Peace.